Hey guys, how you doing? It's Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free MLB baseball previews and predictions today for Wednesday. It is May 7th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your wacky Wednesdays. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. All right, guys, don't forget, check out atsstats.com. Get a free 7-day pass. Look at the link in the description. It's going to take you to the website. Fill out the form, and I'll hook you up with a 7-day free pass. You'll get access to the Raymond Report. Also, check out the front page for free matchups each and every day. We give you guys a matchup of all the sports. It's all here at atsstats.com. Right now, I'm going to go through the today's roundup, and after this preview and predictions of the computer picks, I'm going to show you how I get to my selections each and every day using the strength of schedule database right here at atsstats.com, so you might want to check this out. All right, let's kick it off with the game that had a doubleheader yesterday, and looking at the Cleveland Guardians, they are taking on the Washington Nationals. Now, in that doubleheader yesterday, in Game 1, it was a 10-9 victory for Washington. Game 2, 9-1 for the Cleveland Guardians. Now, today, it's a 12:05 Eastern first pitch. You have Logan Allen up against Michael Soroka. Soroka's got a big ERA of 7.20, so be careful with this one on the computer pick. We do like the Guardians to win this one as a 130 favorite, 4.6 to 4.2 over-under, landing on 8.91. So today we do like this game to fly under the total. The last 4 games for the Guardians have gone over. Last 2 have gone over for the Nationals, and the Nationals 7-3 to the over in the last 10 games. All right, Houston Astros taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, the Brew Crew, yesterday a 4-3 win. Today, Quinn Priester up against Framber Valdez, and the lefty is 1-4 in the season, a 4.39 ERA, while Quinn Priester 1-0, a 5.79 ERA. And looking at the line, minus 135 is your price tag, 7.5 is your total, and we do like the Astros to win this one, 4.2 to 3.9, the over-under at 8.16 according to the computer pick. But I kind of like Milwaukee in this spot, and I'll tell you why in just a few minutes. 47.5% chance of winning compared to 46.06 on the cow, and you can get the cow each and every day on every pick right here at the website. St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, the Cards winning 2-1 yesterday. Today, they're sending Sonny Gray to the hill against Mitch Keller. And Sonny on the season, 3-1, a 4.12 ERA. Mitch Keller, 1-3, a 4.38 ERA. Bucks are struggling right now, 6-game losing streak, while the Cardinals on a 4-game high. They're also 6-4 last 10. Giants taking on the Chicago Cubs. A lot of runs last night at Wrigley. In fact, 19 runs last night, and 14 of them came to the San Francisco Giants. Today, you got Ben Brown going against Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray was 4-0 in the year, a 3.05 ERA, and he's looking really sharp. And we'll see what happens today at Wrigley. First pitch is 2:20 Eastern, and we do have the Cubs winning this one as a 148 favorite, 4.02 to 3.37, the over-under at 7.39. The one thing you want to be careful here, even though Robbie Ray has a great ERA, San Fran, an A-type team in the Raymond Report, team with a 60 or higher win percentage, they're only 4-11 against a team with a 50 to 59.9 win percentage after a win on the road. So be careful. That's one reason why I like San Fran today. I just don't love them. Seattle taking on the Oakland Athletics. Now the A's, Oakland, I keep calling them Oakland. The Athletics, hey, get a home, will you? And minus 155 for Seattle. 9 is your total, and we do like the Mariners to beat the A's, 4.9 to 4.1. Brian Wu going up here for the Seattle Mariners. Wu 4-1, 2.58 ERA, while Gunnar Hoagland is 1-0, a 1.50 ERA. And 8 of the last 10 games for the Mariners have gone over the total. All right, the D-backs, a little revenge factor last night. Took the second one of the 2 of the 3. And you can see here today, Merrill Kelly going up against Kodai Senga of the New York Mets. Now, Senga on the season is 3-2, a 1.38 ERA, while Merrill Kelly 3-1, a 4.06. Kelly just got to stay healthy. Great pitcher, just got to stay a little bit healthy. Give us some more extra innings. You know, he's normally good for 5 innings, but some injuries. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully Kelly stays with. Knock on wood for Merrill Kelly, because we want to see him on the mound and not on the injured list. But today, I do like the New York Mets in this spot, and so does the computer pick. 4.6 to 4.2, the over-under at 8.95. So we do like this game to stay under the total. And anytime you got a team with a 60 or higher win percentage, like the Mets, coming off a loss against a team in the Raymond Report that's a B-type team with a 50 to 59.9. The A-type team is 13-3 in the next game. All All right, LA Dodgers taking on the Marlins. We got the Dodgers winning this one 5.7 to 4.1. The over-under 9.8. Landon Knack taking his 7.27 ERA against Valente Beloso, who's 0-2, 4.97 ERA. Boston Red Sox, two of the most disappointing teams in the American League East, Boston and Baltimore. Now the Bull Sox 18-19 on the season. They're riding a 3-game losing streak, while Tyler Mahle and his stingy 3-1 record and 1.19 ERA going up against Tanner Huck. And Huck is 0-2, a bloated ERA of 6.38. Not looking good today for the Bull Sox, but you never know at Fenway, right? I kind of like the over in this game here today between Texas and Boston, and so does the computer pick. It has Texas winning 5.3 to 4.1. The over-under landing on 9.58. All right, let's go to George Steinbrenner Field in Tampa Bay, where the Rays are hosting the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies taking Game 2. 8-4 was the final yesterday. Today, Christopher Sanchez going up against Shane Baz, and we do like the Phillies winning this one 4.1 to 3.9. The over-under 8.04. And the chance of winning, this is always amazing. The Cows at 49.7 for Tampa, 48.7. So even though the computer pick on the analytics and the forecast likes Philly, the percentage play, which I'm a big percentage play guy, and I'll show you at the end of this video how I get my how I start off my selections, my handicapping, and you'll see some of my reasoning behind that. San Diego taking on the New York Yankees. Yankees spanking 12 on them yesterday. 12-3 was the final. And Dylan Cease going up against maybe a Cy Young candidate, Max Fried, who's 6-0, a 1.01 ERA right now. Great pitching matchup in the Bronx tonight. 9:05, 7:05 Eastern is the first pitch. 19:05 if you're an ex-military guy like me. And today you got, let me see here, we have the Yankees 4.4 to 3.7. The over-under landing on 8.18. So we do like this game to go over the total. And looking at some of the other numbers, minus 134 is my value index, and I do think you're getting great value on the Padres. All right, Cincinnati taking on the Atlanta Braves. Man, the Reds riding a 4-game losing streak. They're going to ask Hunter Green to stop the bleeding. Grant Holmes going to go here for the Braves. He's 2-2 in the year, 4.24 ERA, while Hunter Green 4-2, 2.53 ERA. And Cincinnati losing 2-1 yesterday, heartbreaker. 4-game losing streak right now. You got to snap that there, Mr. Francona. And 4-6 on the last 10 games for Cincinnati, and 6-4 for the Atlanta Braves. And again, Braves 3-game win streak. Last 3 games for both these teams have gone under the total. All right, there's the other team I talked about. A little bit disappointed this year to 13-21, and man, the old veteran Charlie Martin not having a good time right now in Baltimore. He's 0-6, a 9.76 ERA. I think Father Time is catching up with the old veteran right now, and if he doesn't get a few good starts, I think I don't know. We'll see what happens in Baltimore. Simeon Woods Richardson going to go here for the Twinkies. They're 2-2, a 4.03 ERA. And we do like, we got a draw. Look at that, 5.01 to 5.01. But when you crunch the numbers, I think Minnesota is the call right here. All right, Kansas City taking on the Chicago White Sox. And today you got to see Michael Wacha up against Jonathan Cannon of the Chicago White Sox. Cannon 2-3 in the year, 4.26 ERA, while Wacha is 1-4, 3.52 ERA. And we got the Royals winning 4.9 to 3.07. The over-under landing on 7.97, so we do like this game to stay under the total, and that's where I'm leaning in that one. Detroit taking on the Rockies. That game was, I believe that game was, 2 days rest, so 2 games. A lot of snow in Colorado these days. What's going on? Jackson Jobe is going up here for the Detroit Tigers. Chase Dollander is going to go for the Rockies. We do like the Tigers in this one, 5.5 to 4.1, the over-under at 9.66. And the Blue Jays losing yesterday in L.A., 8-3 was the final. Today, Jose Barrios going up against Yusei Kikuchi, former Blue Jay. So teammates going at it tonight in Angel Stadium. And the Jays coming in on a 3-game losing streak, while the Angels, they won their last game against Toronto, obviously. 8-3 was the final, but they're only 2-8 in the last 10 games. All right, how do I get my picks? How do I start off the process? Here's what I do. First thing I do is I look at the SBI, the Sports Betting Index, and I want to see what the markets are doing, right? If everything's, it's like the stock market. If everything's going up, eventually it has to come down, right? So on the year average, you can see that baseball team favorites are winning 60% of the games, 53.9% last 7 days. So that tells me we had a pretty good dog run right here. Now the favorites are due If you look at the 7-day average and the 60, so we're 7% difference. So I can see some of the favorites maybe cashing in today. Now, some of the games that I'm looking at and going back, so the one thing I do is I print out my reports and I get all the games, but I go to the strength of schedule database. Now, in the Raymond Report, anytime you got a team that has a 60 or higher win percentage, I call those A-type teams. Teams with a 50 to 59.9 record, those are your average Joes. 50 to B-type teams, and teams below 50%, those are C-type teams, and those teams are hard to trust, right? So let's go to the game between Houston and Milwaukee. So Houston is a C-type team, right? A team below 500. They're facing Milwaukee, a B-type team. So Houston, actually we'll do a B-type team. So Milwaukee at home against a C-type team in Houston. And they're coming off a win last night, right? So let's see what the record is of those teams. I'm a percentage play in the sports betting with all the parity going on. Like, this is not your dad and granddad's leagues anymore. This is all about sports betting. This is about balance, and what you're looking for is the percentage play. I'm a percentage play type of player when I'm looking at the teams and I'm looking at handicapping my games. And when I know I got a team with a losing record against a team that's, a 500 type team, and that team's coming off a win in baseball, at home, that team is 22-6 in the next game. So playing the percentages, I got 28 other games that tells me when Milwaukee is in this situation coming off a win against a team with a losing record, those B-type teams have won 22 of 28 games. So that's pretty good numbers, and that's something to base on, and that's, you got facts right there, right? 9-17-2 to the under. So Milwaukee Brewers is one of my picks here today. Another pick I'm going to share with you guys that I like. I'm going to go to I like Kansas City, but the number is a bit high. So if I go to Kansas City, a B-type team, they're at home against a C-type team, and they're coming off a win. Same type of situation, right? 22-6, 9-17, but it's just a little chalky in my view. All right, so let me see other picks. Let's go to this one here. Let's go to the game between Pittsburgh and St. Louis. Now, you got two teams below 500. So St. Louis at home against another C-type team, and Pittsburgh Pirates. And St. Louis is coming off a win last night. So what's the record of that team? 23-17, but it's the total that I'm looking at. 16-21-3. So I kind of like the under. And if I look at the road team, and I look at Pittsburgh with Mitch Keller on the hill, and he's 1-4, 4.39 ERA. Now the total in this game is, Mitch Keller, 1-3, a 4.38 ERA, and the total in this game is at 7.5. It's kind of low but Sonny Gray and Mitch Keller, right? Sonny, you never know what you're gonna get with Sonny. And if you look at the road team coming off a loss, 23-31-2 to the under. I'm going to like the under in this game. So I'm going to go with hopefully Sonny Gray having given us 6 good innings today. And I'm going to hopefully cash that ticket for you guys today. All right, so the games I do like today, I like Milwaukee. I like Pittsburgh under. What else do I like? Oh, I love the Mets. That's the one I want to show you right here. Let's go to the Mets, an A-type team. They're on the road off a loss against a B-type team. Right, a team with a 50 to 59.9 win percentage. And they're coming off a loss. 8-type teams are 13-3 straight up in the next game. Give me the New York Mets over Arizona with Kodai Senga on the hill and his 1.38 ERA against Merrill Kelly. And like I said at the top of the show, Merrill Kelly has been in and out of the lineup. You never know what you're going to get with Merrill. And let's take a look at his home numbers this season. So I'm just going to bring up that game for, it looks like it's a 3:40 start this afternoon at Chase Field. And Merrill Kelly at home. Let me see. This season at home, he's had 2 starts, 2-0, a 2.60 ERA, and on the road, a 5.31 ERA, but not a lot of starts, right? So that's my pick, the New York Mets, and let's see if we can cash you a winning ticket. All right, folks, if you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button or make a comment in the subscribe or in the comment section, and hopefully you guys got something out of that. All right, don't forget, you can also get a free 7-day membership. Come and check out that database I just showed you. Hey, make your selection, make your picks, and maybe it helps you get to the winner's circle each and every night, or maybe, every other night, hopefully, and hopefully we can get you to the winner's circle. Have a great rest of your wacky Wednesday. I'll be back shortly with another Raymond Report.